Hi everyone. So, for my creative project, I chose a prompt about past and present relationships between art and faith. I chose to do a painting because I do enjoy painting. I am into art, and I already had all the supplies to do it, so it wasn't as much work. Um, so I drew one of the paintings that I actually have hanging around in my house, which is these group of kids praying to the Virgin Mary. When I first read the prompt, I immediately thought of recreating this picture because of how it has brought faith to many families, like it has to mine. One of the older assignments I remember doing was talking about um, the Kuyo preaching statue. And that statue was about a monk who spread Buddhism by his chantings, and his statue that was like later created helped many people who needed a reminder to keep their faith during hard times. I also remember reading about the Kaaba, which is a structure in the shape of a cube that brings many Muslims around the world and face towards the Kaaba during their 5 daily prayers. It represents the house of God and the oneness of God of Islam. And just like the statue and the Kaaba, this painting has brought faith to many. I always saw praying as a way to keep your faith because it requires you to believe in something that hasn't really been 100% proven, and you need faith to do that. This painting has also brought many families together in order to keep faith and hope during hard times. Another reason I decided to do this painting is because of my mom. She always told me that when you need to pray for your children, you pray to Mary because she's a mother and she understands the struggle of hating to see your children suffer. It made me realize that people who pray, like my mom, secure their faith in this art because it represents everything that they're praying for. However, over the years, my faith has decreased a little bit, but every now and then I do turn to this painting and I understand how it has helped many people and keep their faith, and I'm glad it has helped my mom in many ways. I chose to do the prom because it's something I knew I could relate to in some way, and I am happy about the painting. But I would also like to say that the relationship between art and faith has changed over time as well. Um, Before, like the art I described before, it was very impactful in religion, and many people used it as a way to like learn from it. And but then I read an article about how in modern times, people might experience a more meaningful connection between art and faith in a more secular setting like a museum instead of church. It made me realize about how now art isn't really a part of faith anymore. Um, when it comes to religion, but just but it is just seen as a nice piece of art from history instead. So the relationship definitely has changed, in my opinion, but there's still a few people that still um, believe in it and